If you still have to floss, then why use the water flosser? I'm Rick Buck. I've been a dentist for 14 years. I cover all things oral health related. So subscribe if you have teeth and you want to keep them. In this video, I will cover the Waterpik water flosser and show you how well it removes my plaque when I stain it pink. So first I stain my plaque pink, and then I use a toothbrush that I know will leave a moderate level of plaque behind between my teeth. So let's stop to see those results before I get started. And this is so I can thoroughly test out the water flosser, and obviously it wouldn't show you much if I cleaned all the plaque off between my teeth with a really good toothbrush. Okay, now after I have brushed, let's start and see our beginning plaque level so we have something to compare it with. Now, I have this water cranked up to its highest setting when I'm testing out, which is 100 pounds per square inch, or 100 PSI. First thing you will notice on me, and if you use one of these water flossers in general, they're pretty messy. Now, it is just water, but they do tend to get water all over the sink and the mirror, and if you have a picky wife about a clean mirror, that will not make her happy. Now, the next thing I noticed when I was using the water flosser is the basin doesn't actually hold a lot of water. So at the highest setting here, I only have about 1 to 2 seconds per tooth gap, and only on the front side of the tooth gap, not on the back side. And after I do it all once, I did have enough water at that pace and at that pressure to go back through all of them once again. So about 2 times I can go through one basin of water at the highest pressure setting on the front side of the teeth. So you'd probably be able to do the front and the back side. Now, to be fair, they recommend you spend longer on a tooth than I do on each tooth here. But my goal was to do as much as I could using one water basin, because I think people that use this are not gonna use 2 basins. They're not gonna fill it up, go all through, then fill it up again, do it. I just don't think that the majority of people are going to fill up the basin again each time they use it. After I use the water flosser and look at the results, they are pretty good in the anterior teeth, but you can see some of the pink left behind on the posterior teeth, especially the lower back right. But the water flosser does in fact remove some plaque everywhere. Here's where I insert a question for you though. Does the water flosser remove more than flossing with regular floss? I recommend you watch my video on the best daily brushing and flossing routine so you can see how well you can clean and get your teeth from plaque. There you will see how much plaque my favorite floss will remove. Frankly, that floss is my favorite dental product in general, and I will put an affiliate link to it in the description below this video. Also my favorite toothbrush. This is important because one of the selling points of a water flosser, as they put it, is that the Waterpik is 2 times more effective than regular floss. Now, I don't know if they're just using tricky jargon here to almost kind of mislead you, but this does not seem to be that effective at all. In fact, I have found the floss to be more effective, let alone not 2 times less effective than a water flosser. And now keep in mind that I only did the front side of the tooth, and you can still see all that plaque left on the front side of the teeth. I didn't even use the Waterpik flosser on the back side. So now that I did the official cleaning just to have fun, I wanted to see what the Waterpik could do if I just focused on one spot in the lower right alone. You see, it bothered me that I had plaque stainings built up there still after I used the water flosser. So I filled the basin again and spent a good 10 to 15 seconds on just that one spot, just focused on it to try and remove it. And after I finish, it is still there. It's a lot more faint than it was when I just did the regular cleaning with the Waterpik toothbrush, but it is still there. This might be a good time to tell you that there is a water flosser by another company that can clean up to 160 pounds per square inch, or 160 PSI. So this one is about 60 PSI less than that. I used that water flosser in my video about water flossers and if they're even worth it at all. But let me just give you a spoiler. It still doesn't remove the more tenacious plaque very well at that amount of pressure and with just a few seconds on each tooth. This is one of 2 big problems with water flossers in my opinion. You see, they remove loose plaque well, but the more tenacious plaque, actual floss removes much better, especially with using my favorite floss. The second big issue is demonstrated by this other day I used the Waterpik water flosser. You will see here I go through with the water flosser and the results I get are slightly better than the other day, but they still leave plaque behind. But even in the spots where it looks like the water flosser cleaned the plaque and removed it really well, I take a white piece of floss and snap it through those contacts in between the gaps in my teeth to see if the water flosser is leaving anything behind. So in essence, I'm doing a spot check. So with this white floss, I can see that it still pulls up plaque between my teeth. The water flossers aren't good at all at cleaning the plaque in the exact spot where two adjacent teeth contact each other. And that is why water flossers, even if they clean some of the exposed plaque, in my opinion, they will never be that great at beating regular floss at getting that spot where the two teeth contact each other. And the reason why you want to get that plaque is that hidden plaque right there is most responsible for where cavities start between teeth. Whereas the plaque you can more easily see around the gum line is more responsible for gum disease. Either way, the Waterpik water flosser is good at removing some plaque, but you still have to floss. And so going back to my question, if you still have to floss, then why use the water flosser? In my general water flosser video, you'll see how easy good floss will get these spots that are left behind by water flossers. So for now, there's no good substitute for a good regular flossing. Make sure you watch my video on the best daily brushing and flossing routine. The results are stunning. In my opinion, everybody should watch that video at least once. All the products I used in this video are linked to in the description below this video. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.